right, welcome back all. Today we're going to talk about how to add integers on a number line. Just to review what an integer is all of our whole numbers, like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and their opposites. Okay. So you'll notice that there's no fraction or decimal numbers that are integers. Integers are only the whole numbers and their opposites. And today we're going to focus on how we can add them on a number line. I put a bunch of number lines on your paper, so please use them whenever you need to. First off, I want you to know that the numbers in an addition problem tell you where to start and how to move. So in this example, -8 plus 10, the -8 tells you where to start, and the 10 tells you how many steps to take. And because it's a positive 10, you're going to go in the positive direction. So on the number line, we would start at -8. So put your pencil at -8, and then go 10 steps in the positive direction. And where you end up is at your answer. So -8 plus 10 is +2. Let's do a few more together. So next one we have -1 plus 9. So we start at -1 and we go 9 steps in the positive direction because 9 is positive. So pencil at -1 and then go 9 steps in the positive direction. So when it says completed, we're going to write the problem down and then write the sum. That's what I mean when I say completed. On the next problem, -7 plus 1. So we start where? We start at -7. And we go how many spaces? We go 1 space. And we go in the positive direction because 1 is a positive. See if you can draw that on the number line. So you would start at -7, and then you would go 1 step in the positive direction to -6. So the completed equation would be -7 plus 1 equals -6. Next, you're going to do the next two problems on your own. So either put a star next to them or draw a bracket around them. You can either pause the video now and do those problems, or you can wait until the video is over and do them then. But you're going to do these two problems. You'll need to fill in the lines, the blanks. You'll need to fill in the number line and then also have the completed expression, the completed equation. Same goes for this example. Then at the bottom of the page we have some quick maths. So you're going to find the sums using the number lines and the words steps in your head. So here's a number line for you. You can use the number line or you can do it all in your head. That's up to you. But you're going to find these sums, write them down, and that's one of the things that I'm going to check when you're done. When you turn the page, you're going to talk about how to add with a negative number. So in this example, we have 5 plus -9. So the 5 is where we start. And then we're going to go 9 steps, but in the negative direction, because 9 is a negative number. So we go 9 steps in the negative direction. So you find 5, and you go 1, 2, 3. You go 9 steps in the negative direction, and where you end up is at -4. So the completed equation is 5 plus -9 equals -4. Let's do the next two together. So for 9 plus -2, we start at 9. Go how many steps? Go 2 steps, and in which direction? In the negative direction. Okay, so find 9 on the number line, and then 2 steps in the negative direction. So 9 plus -2, 7. In the next example, we have 2 plus -9. So we start at 2, 9 steps in the negative direction. So start at 2, go 9 steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the completed expression is 2 plus -9. Sorry, the completed equation is 2 plus -9 equals -7. You're going to do these next two problems on your own. So again, you have to fill in the blanks, you have to complete the number line, and then write the equation where it says completed. Same thing goes here. Fill in the blanks, fill in the number line, write the completed equation. And then this is what I'm going to check. I'm going to check these 9 problems to make sure you found the correct answers. And all of these problems, you're adding a positive number with a negative number. So you're using what you know about the number line and the words about what steps you go and in what direction. You're going to do all of that here without using a calculator. Okay. On the last piece of paper, we're talking about adding a negative to a negative. So here we have -3 plus -1. So the -3 is our starting point, so we start at -3. And then the 1 tells us that we're going to go 1 step in the negative direction. So we find -3, we go 1 step in the negative direction, and we end at -4. So the equation is -3 plus -1 equals -4. Next, we have -7 plus -3. Some of you might be guessing what that answer is already, so please take a guess if you think you're ready for it. The -7 tells us where we start. -3 means we're going to go 3 steps, but in the negative direction. So find -7, and then go 3 steps in the negative direction. So -7 plus -3 is -10. And in this example, we start at -9. We go 9 steps in the negative direction. So start at -9 and then go 9 steps in the negative direction. So the equation is -9 plus negative 9 equals negative 18. So just like with the other sets of problems, you're going to do these two on your own. So you need to fill in the blanks, you need to fill in the number line, and then you need to write the completed equation. Same thing here. And then at the final piece of the classwork assignment is we have these 9 problems. Again, you're doing them without a calculator. You're finding the sums using the number lines, and you're using what you know about which way you move and in how many directions, like we did up here in the fill in the blanks. Now is the time to show me your finished work. And what I'm going to check is I'm going to check to make sure that all of these problems are finished. And then I'm going to check that your answers are correct for all of the problems in these boxes that you see throughout the packet. All right, let's get started.